Hey, what's going on, guys? Jeff Naturally Caffeinated. Happy Veterans Day. Just want to say thank you to all the veterans, past, present, and to those going into the military for the future. Thank you for your service. I appreciate what you do for our country, and I'm thankful for the safety we enjoy each and every day, and even the service you do outside of the U.S. Really appreciate it. All right, so let's get into today's video. I just want to show you how to do front wheel bearings. This is my 04 YZ250 steel frame. I was riding it recently and I saw rust coming out of the front hub. Realized I probably should get those bearings replaced. So Rocky Mountain ATV is only a couple exits from where I live in Payson, Utah. And you know, it's like 30 bucks for the front wheel bearings and seals, and it's super close. Do a will call for pickup. I've got it within 45 minutes or so. All right, you're only going to need a few tools: socket, ratchet, hammer, flat blade screwdriver, and then if you have it, MAPP gas, because the goal is to heat up that aluminum hub and let those bearings come out quickly and easily. So that's pretty basic, and I'm going to assume that most of those tools you already have in your garage since you own a dirt bike. You're watching this video on to see how to do a front wheel bearing. Yeah, there's plenty of videos out there, but my focus is quick, easy, and least expensive. And then any tips or tricks that I have, I'll share with you. So let's get started. Okay, so in trying to make it as simple as possible, you can use a flat blade screwdriver or you can use a seal remover. I'm going to use a seal remover. Okay, that's done. We'll flip it over and do the other seal. All right, seal's removed. Now let's take a closer look. And we'll see that those bearings just don't look very good. Let's flip it over real quick. And there we have it. That just looks disgusting. So to make it quick and easy, we're going to apply heat right around here, and then that bearing should just drop right out. Same with the other side. All right, there you have it. All I did was heat the hub right around there, turn the wheel over, hit it on the ground really quick, out came the bearing and the axle spacer. So we'll apply the heat to the other side and we should be able to knock that one out as well. All right, gave it some heat, tipped it over. This one actually didn't just drop out, but pretty basic. If it doesn't come out on its own, just grab a screwdriver to hammer, and then just be careful to make sure that the screwdriver is on the bearing itself and not the inner hub, and then just tap it out. It'll drop right out, just like it did in the video with the hammer. So pretty basic there. So now we're gonna get the hub cleaned up. We'll get all this rust cleaned up, and then I will get all the old grease out, and then we'll go from there to put the new bearings in. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is pretty basic. I'm just gonna take some waterproof grease. I'll apply it to the hub. I'll apply it to the wheel bearing, and then we will heat this back up and then drop the wheel bearing in. Again, it's just very simple. As long as you expand the aluminum, the colder steel should drop right into place. You don't want to, depends on the bearings you get, but you don't want to overheat because the bearing actually has a plastic cover that keeps the actual ball bearings inside there. So it doesn't need to be extreme. Just heat it up, drop it in, and if you have to, you can grab a socket that is the exact outer diameter of the bearing, and then you can just tap it in. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, that second bearing was much easier. I guess I was a little more patient when I heated it up. So just a quick note, when you put one bearing in, when you flip over the wheel, remember to put in that, that axle spacer before you put in the second bearing, because obviously you can't put it in after the fact. But yeah, with applied heat, the aluminum will expand. The bearing will still retain its size, but the aluminum will expand just enough for you to either just drop the bearing in, or with light pressure, just tap it in with a socket and a mallet. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna let it cool down, and then we're gonna go ahead and pop in the wheel seals, and then we'll go from there. All right, we got it done. So it's pretty simple. Pretty simple install. So you just need some heat, a few basic tools, and you'll have your bearings out, back in, seals in, and then the next thing I have to do is to grease the axle and then put the wheel back on the bike. Pretty easy. And I hope this video was helpful, because I know there's a lot of folks who prefer to take it to a bike shop. But if you want to save some money and some time, then I think it's worth it to buy your own parts, do your own maintenance on your vehicles. And if you think about it, the time it takes you to load up your bike, put it on the back of your vehicle, put it in a trailer, take it down to your local bike shop, unload it, drop it off, let them know what you want done. You could have basically this all done before you got home. And the cost of bearings are fairly inexpensive for the front wheel, tad bit more for the rear, but not much. So I think this cost me all of $29. I already had the grease and the tools, bike stand. So yeah, hopefully it's useful. Let me know in the comments if you want to learn how to do anything else, maybe a rear wheel bearing, a linkage bearing, swing arm bearing. I already have a video posted on the triple clamp bearing or headstand bearings on the YZ, which I will say are amazing at this point. It's so much better. Anyways, take care, guys.